All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people? All right. So, what we are going to do is we are going to cover another mindset topic. Okay. And so, this is going to be pretty cool. So, I do recommend that you take notes. Now, this book has been one of my favorites for a while. I actually have it in my library. And what I'm gonna start doing is pretty soon I'm gonna start doing some giveaways pertaining to a lot of these different books and topics and stuff like that. Because it's only gonna help everyone else in the community. So I'm going ahead and I'm gonna turn on my camera here. All right, I think we are good here. All right, so what we're going to cover is The Slight Edge. This has been one of my favorite books written by Jeff Olson. And the concept of the book is really what helped me get an edge over everyone else who were my counterparts, business partners at the time, people who were learning a lot like me when I first started in the home-based business industry, really getting my feet wet in the entrepreneurial space. So we're gonna cover a summary of The Slight Edge, and it's definitely a book that I recommend you pick up. Let me make sure I put my phone on silence. My phones. All right, and so let's dive right into it. So, The Slight Edge: Turning Simple Discipline into Massive Success. Small choices consistently made create extraordinary results. This is the essence of the slight edge philosophy developed by Jeff Olson. Let me make sure I got this. There we go. Okay. Introduction. The author, Jeff Olson, brings decades of experience as an entrepreneur and business leader. His insights come from real world success. First published. The book debuted in 2005, introducing readers to a revolutionary approach to success. It gained immediate traction. Anniversary edition in 2013, an expanded 8th anniversary edition was released. It included new content and reader success stories. The Slight Edge philosophy is as follows. A mindset. The slight edge is primarily a way of thinking. It shapes how we perceive daily choices. Information processing. It serves as a filter for the countless decisions we face. Each choice becomes purposeful. Direction setter. This philosophy guides us towards success and happiness. It provides clarity and complexity. The power of simple disciplines, easy actions. Slight edge disciplines are remarkably simple. Things like reading 10 pages daily or saving a small amount, consistent application. These actions must be performed regularly. Their power lies in repetition, not difficulty. Compound effect. Over time, these simple disciplines create massive results. Like interest, they grow exponentially. Two life paths: success versus failure. Upward path: positive daily choices move you towards success, each small with compounds. No middle ground. We're always moving in one direction or another. Stagnation is an illusion. Downward path: negative choices lead inevitably to failure. Small neglects add up really quickly. The slight edge in action. Morning reading. Reading 10 pages of a good book daily equals 3,650 pages per year. That's roughly 12 books. Financial choices. Saving $100 monthly seems small. After 20 years with compound interest, it becomes substantial. Health decisions. A daily 20-minute walk seems insignificant. Over time, it transforms your health completely. Learning habits. Studying a new language for 15 minutes daily leads to fluency. Skipping practice leads nowhere. The compound effect. The penny analogy. Would you rather have $3 million or a penny doubled daily for 31 days? The the doubled penny exceeds 10 million after a period of 31 days. Exponential growth. Slight edge results follow a compounding curve. Progress accelerates dramatically over time. Patience required. The early stages show minimal visible progress. Faith in the process becomes essential. Easy to do, easy not to do. Simple actions. Slight edge disciplines aren't difficult. Anyone can read 10 pages or drink more water. Delayed gratification. Results aren't immediate. This makes consistent action psychologically challenging. Easy to skip. Their simplicity makes them easy to postpone. I'll start tomorrow becomes a dangerous pattern. Consistency challenge. The real difficulty lies in daily repetition. Maintaining habits requires awareness and commitment. Time, the critical factor. Success harvest. After sufficient time, efforts yield remarkable results. Time perspective. Viewing actions through the eyes of time reveals their true impact. Planting season. Early effort appears unrewarded like seeds underground. Invisible results. The feedback gap. Most positive actions don't provide immediate evidence of progress. Invisible growth. Progress happens beneath the surface before becoming visible. Faith required. Believing in the process when results aren't yet apparent is essential. The success curve. Personal responsibility. Those on the success curve take ownership of their circumstances. They avoid blame and excuses. Future orientation. Successful individuals focus on what lies ahead. They plan and anticipate opportunities. Continuous learning. Growth mindset drives those on the success curve. They seek knowledge and improvement daily. Positive outlook. Optimism and gratitude characterize the upward path. Challenges are viewed as learning opportunities. The failure curve. Characteristic, manifestation, and impact. So the blame orientation, the manifestation of that is points fingers at others. The impact, it never addresses real issues. Characteristic, past focus. Manifestation, dwells on mistakes. Impact, misses current opportunities. Characteristic, stagnation. Manifestation, resistance to learning. Impact, skills become outdated. Negativity, complains regularly, and the impact of it is that it repels support and chances. Quantum leaps, a myth. The bamboo effect. Chinese bamboo shows no visible growth for 4 years. In year 5, it grows 90 feet in the period of a few weeks. Water on stone. Water droplets eventually carve through stone, not through force, but through persistent application. Overnight success. Most sudden achievements represent years of unseen preparation. The spotlight only captures the final moment. Your philosophy shapes your mindset. Your philosophy shapes your life. Philosophy. Your core beliefs and values form foundational philosophy. They run deeper than conscious thought. Attitudes. Your philosophy shapes your emotional responses and perspectives. Attitudes reflect on underlying beliefs. Actions. Attitudes drive behavior and daily choices. Actions consistently align with deep-seated beliefs. Results. Your actions over time create your life results. Everything traces back to philosophy. Let me actually switch up the camera view here. Let me switch this up. What we are going to do, video filters. Let me take a look at this here. Okay. Now there's a way I can virtual backgrounds, avatars, video filters, studio effects. Okay, I know there was a way that I can switch it up a little bit. All right, that's my green screen. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's see here. Virtual backgrounds. There we go. All right. I thought I shut my phone off already. Okay. All right. Let's continue while I'm here. So, your philosophy isn't set in stone. It can be examined, questioned, and refined. This self awareness is the first step towards positive change. The power of completion, 100% commitment. Finishing what you start builds self trust. It creates momentum for future efforts. 7x momentum. Completed tasks make you 7 times more likely to complete the next one. 80% success rate. Most people abandon goals before completion. Finishers join the top 20%. The ripple effect, personal choices. Your slight edge habits transform your own life first. Success begins eternally. Internally, community change. As your influence grows, your habits can transform organizations and communities. Family impact. Those closer to you observe and often adopt your patterns. Children, especially, mirror your disciplines. Workplace influence. Colleagues notice your consistency and results. Your example sets new standards. Mastering the mundane. Embrace routine. Excellence comes from embracing daily routines. Champions perfect fundamental movements. Find purpose. Connect mundane tasks to larger goals. Washing dishes becomes creating a peaceful home. Practice mindfulness. Bring full attention to repetitive activities. Each moment becomes an opportunity for mastery. Hello, Vero. Celebrate consistency. Take pride in showing up daily. Consistency itself becomes a source of satisfaction. The secret of happiness. All right, let me take this off of full screen real quick. Okay. The secret of happiness, okay, as you can see over here, progress recognition, all right, makes up 40%. Okay. Present moment awareness makes up 30%. Gratitude practice, all right, takes 20% of impact. And achievement celebration is 10%. Happiness doesn't come from reaching destinations, it comes from recognizing progress and finding joy in the journey itself. Let's continue here. Okay, invest in yourself. Continuous learning. Dedicate daily time to personal development. The most valuable investment is in your mind. Read books in your field, listen to educational content, take relevant courses. Book smarts. Formal education provides valuable frameworks and knowledge. It builds critical thinking skills, academic foundations, structured learning, research capabilities. Street smarts. Practical application turns knowledge into wisdom. Experience tests and redefines theoretical understanding, real world testing, failure lessons, and adaptation skills. Learn from mentors. Why mentors matter. Mentors compress decades of learning into months. They help you avoid common pitfalls and accelerate growth. Finding your guide. Look for someone who has achieved what you seek. Approach with respect and specific questions. Virtual mentorship, books, podcasts, and courses provide access to thought leaders. Their wisdom can guide you daily. Being mentored, listen more than you speak. Apply advice quickly and report results. Show gratitude through implementation. Use your slight edge allies. You have technology tools. Apps can track habits, measure progress, and provide reminders. They make consistency easier. Community support. Accountability partners and mastermind groups multiply motivation. Shared journeys increase success rates. I have to put myself on do not disturb. Okay. All right, there we go. Yes. Knowledge resources. Books, podcasts, and courses provide guidance and inspiration. They reinforce your slight edge mindset, system, and routines. Well designed environments and schedules reduce friction. They make good choices almost automatic. Cultivating slight edge habits. Identify key behaviors. Select 2 to 3 daily actions that align with major goals. Focus on fundamentals with compound effects. Schedule consistently. Assign specific times for your habits. Treat these appointments as non negotiable commitments. Track progress. Maintain a simple record of your consistency. Visual tracking creates motivation and accountability. Create accountability. Share your commitments with others. External expectations strengthen internal resolve. Habit number 1, show up. Physical presence. Success begins with simply being where you need to be. Half the battle is showing up. 2, mental presence. Bring full attention to your activities. Mindfulness multiplies the value of your time. 3, overcoming resistance. Push through the urge to quit or postpone. The start is often the hardest part. Number 4, no excuses. Weather, mood, and circumstances will test your commitment. Show up anyway. Habit number 2, be consistent. The power of regularity. Consistency trumps intensity. Daily small actions beat occasional heroic efforts. Creates neural pathways, builds momentum, yields compound results. The minimum viable effort. Establish a non-negotiable minimum. On hard days, do just enough to maintain the streak. Read 1 page, write 1 paragraph, exercise for 5 minutes. Avoiding sporadic effort. Intermittent action creates intermittent results. Consistency creates compounding growth. Schedule fixed times, create environmental triggers, stack habits for reliability. Habit number 3, have a positive outlook. Optimistic mindset. Expect positive outcomes while acknowledging challenges. Look for opportunities within obstacles. Gratitude practice. Regularly appreciate what's going well. Gratitude shifts focus from lacks to abundances. Supportive environment. Surround yourself with uplifting people. Limit exposure to chronic negativity. Positive self-talk. Monitor and improve your internal dialogue. Criticism with encouragement and possibility. Habit number 4, be committed for the long haul. Marathon mindset. Success takes longer than most expect. Prepare for a journey of years, not months. Unwavering focus. Keep your primary goals at the forefront. Avoid distraction by shining new opportunities. Plateau persistence. Push through periods of apparent stagnation. Growth often happens beneath the surface. Habit number 5, cultivate a burning desire backed by faith. Emotional connection. Connect deeply with your why. Intellectual goals rarely sustain long-term effort. Vivid visualization. Regularly imagine your desired outcome in detail. Engage all senses in this mental rehearsal. Unshakable belief. Cultivate faith in both the process and your ability. Doubt is the enemy of persistence. Passion renewal. Continuously reconnect with your core motivation. Passion requires regular reinforcement. Habit number 6, be willing to pay the price. Be willing to pay the price. Let's take a look at this over here. Let's have a bird's eye view on this chart over here for habit number 6. Okay, so as you can see over here, the required sacrifice level is 80% for financial freedom. For physical health is 75%. For career achievement is 85%. For relationship quality is 70%. Every worthwhile achievement requires sacrifice. Successful people accept short-term discomfort for long-term gain. They embrace the necessary trade-offs. Habit number 7, practice slight edge integrity, self-mastery. Keeping promises to yourself builds unshakable character, relationship trust. Consistent reliability creates deep trust with others. Ethical choices. Doing right when unobserved forms your true character. The slight edge and goal setting. Clear destinations. Specific measurable goals provide direction. They create focus for daily disciplines. Mapped journey. Break large goals into milestone markers. Create a sequence of achievable steps. Daily actions. Identify the specific slight edge disciplines. These simple actions move you toward your goal. Progress tracking. Monitor both actions and results. Adjust your approach based on feedback. Write it down. Clarity through writing. Writing forces precision and clarity. Vague ideas become concrete when written. Neural encoding. Handwriting activates multiple brain regions. It encodes information more deeply than typing. Commitment mechanism. Written goals represent a contract with yourself. They create stronger accountability. Progress documentation. Written records allow you to see your journey. They provide evidence of growth over time. Look at it every day. Morning review. Begin each day by reviewing written goals. This primes your mind for aligned action. Visual triggers. Post visual reminders in prominent location. Create environmental cues that reinforce priorities. Digital reminders. Use technology to deliver consistent prompts. Schedule notifications that keep goals front of mind. Evening reflection. End each day reviewing progress and tomorrow's priorities. This creates subconscious problem solving overnight. Start with a plan. Simple beats complex. A basic plan you follow beats a perfect plan you abandon. Start with core fundamentals. Clear goal statement. 3 to 5 key milestones. First action steps. Action orientation. Focus specific behaviors rather than outcomes. Build your plan around daily disciplines. Concrete actions. Measurable activities. Schedule commitments. Flexibility. Allow for adaptation as you gather feedback. The plan evolves as you progress. Regular review points, expected adjustments, learning emphasis. Success and happiness are not destinations. Continue a journey. Success is a path, not a destination. Each achievement reveals new horizons. Let me see if I have. Okay. New horizons, evolving goals. As you grow, your definition of success naturally evolves. This is healthy progression. Present fulfillment. Happiness exists in the moment, not after some future accomplishment. Process orientation. Joy comes from engaging fully in meaningful pursuits. The climb matters more than the summit. The slight edge in health. Nutrition habits. Small food choices accumulate dramatically. One healthy meal seems insignificant. Thousands transform your body. Movement practices. Regular physical activity compounds over time. A daily 30-minute walk prevents countless health issues. Sleep disciplines. Consistent sleep habits affect every bodily system. Quality rest enhances all other health factors. Stress management. Daily mindfulness practices build resilience. Brief meditation sessions yield profound long-term benefits. The slight edge in relationships, daily communication. Small conversations build intimacy over time. Regular check-ins prevent disconnect. Consistent appreciation. Expressing gratitude strengthens bonds. Simple acknowledgments create security and trust. Quality time. Brief, focused attention matters more than quantity. Present engagement builds lasting connection. Thoughtful gestures. Minor acts of service accumulate powerfully. Small kindnesses outweigh grand occasional gestures. The slight edge in finances. Small financial decisions compound dramatically over time. Consistent saving and wise spending habits creates financial freedom. The earlier you begin, the more powerful the effect. The slight edge in career, industry leadership. Recognition as a trusted authority in your field. Advanced position. Roles with greater responsibility and compensation. Skill mastery. Expertise developed through consistent practice. Daily learning. Continuous education and improvement efforts. Overcoming procrastination. 5-minute start. Commit to just 5 minutes of work. This overcomes initial resistance. Task breakdown. Divide large projects into tiny steps. Focus only on the next small action. Environment design. Create spaces that minimize distractions. Set up visual cues for priority tasks. Accountability systems. Establish external check-ins. Public commitments increase follow-through. Dealing with setbacks. Encounter obstacle. Setbacks are inevitable on any worthwhile journey. Expect and prepare for them. Extract lesson. Every failure contains valuable feedback. Analyze what happened without blame or shame. Adjust approach. Modify your strategy based on new information. Flexibility prevents repeated mistakes. Resume progress. Return to your disciplines immediately. Consistency after setbacks defines champions. The role of patience. Planting season. Early efforts show no visible results. This tests commitment and requires faith. Natural growth. Success follows natural laws. Rushing disrupts the process while patience honors it. Quality development. True mastery cannot be hurried. Rushing leads to shortcuts and compromised results. Creating momentum. Begin deliberately. Starting requires conscious effort. The first steps demand focused energy and intention. Build consistency. Regular action creates initial momentum. Small wins generate energy for continued progress. Accelerate naturally. Momentum begins to compound. Progress becomes easier as habits strengthen. Experience flow. Eventually, progress becomes almost automatic. Actions flow with minimal resistance. The power of reflection. Regular review. Schedule time to assess your slight edge practices. Weekly and monthly reflection builds awareness. Honest assessment. Evaluate both successes and failures. Look for patterns and improvement opportunities. Course correction. Make incremental adjustments based on feedback. Small shifts prevent major derailments. Progress appreciation. Acknowledge growth and milestone achievements. Celebration reinforces positive behaviors. Celebrating small wins. Notice achievements. Notice achievements. Excuse me. Train yourself to recognize incremental progress. Even tiny improvements deserve acknowledgement. Record victories. Keep a success journal or visualization. Documented wins provide evidence during challenging times. Share milestones. Tell supportive people about your progress. Social recognition amplifies achievement satisfaction. Reward consistency. Create meaningful rewards for milestone completions. Celebrations reinforce the behaviors you want. The slight edge in personal development. Personal development thrives with consistent, incremental investment. Daily learning compounds into transformative growth. The most successful people are lifelong students. Slight edge thinking in business. Customer experience. Small service improvements compound into strong reputation. Consistent excellence builds powerful word of mouth. Follow-up systems, personal touches, problem resolution, team development. Regular training and recognition creates exceptional teams. Daily leadership action shape culture. Knowledge sharing, feedback loops, recognition habits, process improvement. Small operational refinements yield major efficiency gains. Continuous optimization beats massive overhauls. Daily adjustment, waste reduction, streamline workflows. Teaching the slight edge to others. Family teaching. Children learn primarily through observation. Model slight edge, discipline, consistency in daily life. Team implementation. Incorporate principles into workplace culture. Recognize and reward consistent positive actions. Formal instruction. Share concepts through structured training. Use real examples and practical applications. Resource sharing. Provide books and materials to interested individuals. Follow up with discussion opportunities. The slight edge and technology. Digital tracking. Apps can monitor habits and provide accountability. They create objective progress measurements. Learning platforms. Online courses and podcasts enable daily education. They make continuous learning accessible. Productivity tools. Task management systems reduce friction. They help maintain consistency in slight edge activities. Technology pitfalls. Digital distractions can derail disciplines. Conscious boundaries prevent technology from becoming an obstacle. Overcoming information overload. Implementation. Applied knowledge creates tangible results. Filtering. Selectively processing relevant information. Consumption. Intake of information from various sources. The slight edge and time management, priority focus. Identify high leverage activities. Slight edge disciplines should get prime time slots. Elimination. Remove non essential activities. Say no to commitments that don't align with your goals. Time blocking. Schedule specific periods for key disciplines. Protect these blocks from interruptions. Energy management. Match activities to energy levels. Do important work when you're most focused. Balancing short term and long term thinking. So the blue over here represents importance, the light blue represents urgency. Okay, so in terms of level of urgency and importance, as you can see today, all right, today the level of importance is 70, the urgency is 90. This week, the level of importance is 75, the urgency is 70. Level of importance for stuff this month is 80, the urgency is 50. Okay, this year importance 90, urgency 30. 5+ years, importance 95, urgency 10. The most important activities often feel least urgent. Slight edge thinking balances immediate needs with long-term vision. Daily choices connect to future outcomes. The slight edge in leadership. Lead by example. Demonstrate slight edge principles. Demonstrate slight edge disciplines personally. Your consistent actions speak louder than words. Celebrate consistency. Recognize daily disciplines in others. Highlight the connection between habits and outcomes. Develop others. Help team members identify their key disciplines. Support their consistency through accountability. Provide direction. Connect daily actions to larger vision. Show how small choices align with meaningful choices. Let me switch up the view mode here. Okay. Adapting the slight edge to different life stages. Youth, teens, 20s. Focus on foundational habits and skills. Early slight edge disciplines create incredible long-term advantages. Building years, 30s and 40s. Balance multiple priorities with efficient systems. Focus disciplines on career, family, and health maintenance. Harvest years, 50s and 60s. Leverage accumulated wisdom and resources. Shift focus towards legacy and teaching others. Golden years. Maintain cognitive and physical health through consistent practices. Deepen meaningful relationships and purpose. Measuring slight edge progress. 21 days for habit. That's the minimum time to establish initial habit patterns. 90 days for change. This is the typical period to see measurable results. 365 days for full transformation. This full year creates a remarkable difference. 1,000 days for mastery, approximate time for true expertise, which is 3 years, a little over 3 years. Stay motivated on your slight edge journey. Continuous learning. Regularly consume motivational content, books, and podcasts. Regularly consume motivational content. Books and podcasts reinforce your slight edge mindset. Supportive community. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Share journeys, increase commitment and enthusiasm. Progress tracking. Visually document your consistency and results. Tangible evidence fights motivation slumps. Purpose connection. Regularly visit your deeper why. Emotional connection to goals sustains effort through plateaus. The ripple effect revisited. Personal transformation. Your success changes with you first. Inner growth precedes outer impact. Family influence. The closest to you adopt similar patterns. Children especially emulate what they observe. Community impact. Your example inspires broader circles. Success stories motivate others to begin their journey. Cultural contribution. Collectively, slight edge practitioners create societal change. Small individual actions transform communities. All right, we're getting there. We're almost there. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Okay, so we're gonna first list the pitfalls and basically what the warning signs are and what the prevention strategy is. So, inconsistency. All right, the warning signs of that is frequent exceptions. Prevention strategy, non-negotiable minimums. Pitfall, impatience. Warning signs, result obsession. Prevention strategy, process appreciation. Pitfall, complexity. Warning signs, overthinking steps. Prevention strategy, simplify and focus. Isolation, warning signs, solo struggles. Prevention strategy, community connection. Complacency, plateau acceptance. Prevention strategy, regular new challenges. All right, last but not least, we're bringing it home. Putting it all together. Define your philosophy. Clarify your core beliefs about success. Align your thinking. Wow, I'm gonna have to put my WhatsApp on mute. Clarify your core beliefs about success. Align your thinking with slight edge principles. Set clear goals. Identify meaningful objectives in key life areas. Write them down with emotional connection. Identify daily disciplines. Determine the simple, consistent actions for each goal. Focus on fundamentals that compound. Create systems. Establish tracking, accountability, and reflection practices. Design your environment for success. Wow. Slight Edge by Jeff Olson is definitely a book that I would pick up. Uh, Vero writes, "You are a popular guy today." Yes, I am. Today, out of all days, yeah. Um, it's supposed to be a relaxing day on Tuesday, but I definitely got a busy day ahead of me, and I want to give a special shout out to Vero. She's always participating, and she's also super VIP. All right, in my book, so she's family now. She's family now. So shout out to Vero. She's a VIP student and also on Smart Pilot. And I'm really, really, really excited for everything that is being laid out for her over the next 365 days. It's really about to be a whole movie. So definitely big shout out to Vero. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, listen, the Slight Edge. Okay, this is it. And you know what? Here's the crazy part. Check this out. So there's this visual visual drawing or this illustration that Jeff Olson actually provides, and I come to this every now and then when I'm about to hit a new field or if I'm about to start writing down some new goals. I'm always thinking of this, and so all you have to do is put in Slight Edge, right, and then just go into images, and then you'll see it. So this is exactly what it is. And I had this on like the majority of my vision boards. Let me see if I could make this bigger without any articles or anything like that. Oh, nope. As you could expect. Okay, a blog with no pictures. But let me see if I can make this a little bigger at least. Let me see. Let me try to save this. And then maybe, just maybe. Okay. All right. And let's just okay, here we go. So at least I was able to take it out. It's gonna be a little blurry, but let's come back here and yeah, let me just bring this out. Okay, so easy to do is also easy not to do. So, for example, your philosophy determines your attitude. Your attitude determines your actions. The actions determine your results. That determines your lifestyle. And your lifestyle is consistent of these factors: finances, health, business, personal development, and relationships. Easy not to do. Simple errors in judgment made over time. So blame and neglect and feeling entitled. It's basically this: what's comfortable early becomes uncomfortable later, right? Now, when you are responsible and disciplined and you're value driven, what's uncomfortable early becomes comfortable later. You reach the top 5% of successful people. And that's basically something that everyone should have on their vision board, this kind of visual representation. And it does kind of remind me of Smart Pilot, which is basically the main program, the main AI that a lot of people are coming on. And it's like shocking right now how many people are just literally rolling over their retirement funds and boom, doing it right over here. I came across a guy who had his retirement funds in a mutual fund account over the course of 2 years, and that mutual fund company only made him 2%. We are smoking that with this. But I want you to see what we started in February. Look at this. What we started in February, March of 2023, how over time, simple, consistent actions led to more and more and more and more and more and more incredible results for not only our accounts, but also for all of our clients, as big as multiple seven figures. Okay, let me tell you something. This is incredible. A lot of people are really seeing tremendous success with it. And so where does a lot of this stuff comes from? It comes from having a slight edge mentality, right? The small uncomfortable things to do in the beginning is going to lead to a way better situation later. So it's very uncomfortable a lot of times to do something different. But you see that something you do that's different is what makes all the difference in the long run, right? So apply the slight edge philosophy into your product, into your service, into your opportunity, into your mindset, into your self-directed investments. Start applying this mentality and things are going to start to change for you. It's not a lottery scratch off. This is a long-term game. And that's the whole point of Slight Edge, explaining, giving you all of the information you need to understand that even though everyone in this society wants microwave results, meaning results in seconds, the true treasure, right, is the invisible results that end up just becoming massive for you over time. In the same way the bamboo tree is the seeds are planted, you don't see anything sprout from the bamboo tree from years 1 through 4. But on the 5th year, you see a little sprout, and just weeks later, bamboo trees could grow up to 90 feet tall. It's the same exact philosophy when it comes to success in business, in relationships, in investments, all of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this. Informative. I hope you found this valuable. So make sure that you watch these replays, and you can even join live if you want. And we will see you on our next sessions. That said, stay blessed and peace out.